It's a good song. All right. So, Ruggero Deodato died today. He's the guy who made this movie, Cannibal Holocaust. Right. In celebration of his death, we're watching this. Now, obviously, great director. I've only seen this movie, but this movie's good enough. I think it constitutes calling him a great director. Yeah, great erector. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'm gonna hit play now in 3, 2, 1, and then it crashed. Isn't that something? So we haven't hit play yet because, in fact, VLC crashed. But I will be hitting play momentarily. All right, now I'm going to be hitting. Well, first let me bring this up again. There we go. Go live. There we go. Now I'm going to be hitting play again. Anyway, where did that go? What the? Why did it open twice? There we go. All right. So now we're hitting play again in 3, 2, 1. Let me know that you can hear it, Corbin. So yeah, 3, 2, 1 now. Because obviously there's no sound right now, but I just want to make sure because sometimes Discord likes to, you know. You hear it? No, not at all. Okay, should I turn it up or is it good where it's at? More or is that good? Okay. I love this song. Such an upbeat song for this movie. But yeah, Cannibal Holocaust, it's in my top 10. I can't remember where it is in my top 10, but it's in my top 10. But yeah, this movie, it was a big part of the cannibal boom back in the 70s in Italy. And it sort of like jump started it back because like I think it was starting to die down, and then I think this movie gave it a resurgence. It's also very different than any other cannibal movie because it's not just like a, oh look, cannibals, they're eating people. It's like the exact opposite. Because the cannibals are not the bad guys in this movie. Spoiler. And then we did a Sergeant Friends episode, Cannibal Island, that was very much a parody of this, and it's so far our most accurate parody. It's not going to be for long because Crotchman is absolutely going to be much more accurate to the original source material, I would say. I also earlier today did order DVDs of Deodato's other two cannibal films, Cut and Run and Jungle Holocaust. What, the moon? Yeah, our conquest of the moon didn't. Yeah, the moon isn't real. There you go. Yeah, we didn't fake the moon landing. We faked the moon itself. Actually, you know, there is conspiracy theories where people think the moon is a hologram or a spaceship. Eli Roth. Yeah, Eli Roth, yeah. So what Corbin just said is this movie was originally going to be called Green Inferno, and then Eli Roth went on to make Green Inferno, which was inspired by this. I still need to see Green Inferno. I think it's a pretty cool name for a place in the jungle, is the Green Inferno. Yeah, it does sound like a jungle hell. Did you know when this movie was made, they were required to have one Italian character in it? Or one Italian actor? Because, like, Italy had laws that you had to have at least one Italian actor in the movie. These guys like the French about as much as Chisu does. Yeah, Felipe is the Italian one. Like, he's just put in a guide character to be the Italian character. I like how the first half of this movie is like investigative, yeah, and then the second half is like really gory and fucked up. You can be optimistic and say they're still alive. There you go. They only went to the Green Inferno. They're fine. I do like that they actually use like actual like native tribes in the Amazon instead of just having actors. They actually found people and like just film them. Like, there's a lot of things they did in this movie that I think give it a good sense of realism. And one of the things is, of course, the animal deaths. Real animal deaths did lend it to have more realism. That's just a fact. You know that there are like cruelty-free cuts, but I would never buy that. I want to see the whole thing, you know? It's a delicacy made from ham. There's a sloth. Yeah, somebody should eat that sloth. Sloths are fucking lazy. All right, Kiki's barking. I need to let her inside. I'm going to pause the movie. Hold on. All right, we're at 6 minutes, 12 seconds. I paused the movie. I'll be right back. Sorry, everybody. Kiki, shut up. I'm coming. All right, sorry about that. But I'm back. Gonna play the movie again in a second here. So, gonna hit play now in. We are getting at 6 minutes 12 seconds. 3, 2, 1, now. You think the people they were eating were the crew from later in the movie? Yeah, that had to be what it was, right? Because, yeah. No, like this actual tribe, like the one that they used, they only did like cannibalism as part of a ritual. They weren't like they didn't regularly practice cannibalism. Right. Bastard. Is that? Did he say bastard or did he just say something in another language? Okay, he's speaking Spanish. No, he's speaking Italian. Sounded like he said bastard though. Who was Ruggero Deodato? He's the guy who directed Cannibal Holocaust. Hence why we're watching Cannibal Holocaust. I'm surprised there's no subtitles for this part. I would have thought there would be. Right. Well, that's the thing. They wouldn't just have him beat a monkey. Because, again, all of the animal deaths in this movie were incredibly quick and humane. I love a lot of these flyover shots. That is very green. I can see why they'd call it the Green Inferno. Dude, the jungle's a scary-ass place. We got fun and games. It's true. I just remembered one of our jokes. Like, it wasn't even from Cannibal Island, but it was a Bogan Ball joke from Sherlock Bones, where he's like, oh my god, this is horrible. Let me get my camera. See, it says R.I.P. in the title. How and when did he pass away? I don't know how he passed away, but he died today. He was 83. Dude, this is like 70s porn music. He doesn't like 70s porn music. Pele died. He was blockety black. Okay. Yeah, mustaches are cool. We should bring them back. Granted, I would never get rid of my whole beard. I gotta keep the full beard for me, you know what I mean? Yeah. got to be pretty hot and humid, you'd imagine, in the Amazon rainforest. Right? Yeah, it's super cold. Update, I'm pretty sure it was a Vedri special case Skyrim Mystery Redeye Theater live stream that you and your friends watched bad cartoon theme songs. Yeah, that sounds about right. You thought the Green Inferno would be purple and freezing? Where's the caveman? Dude, cavemen were based. '83 seems like a reasonable time to go. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I didn't actually hear what you said, Corbin. Bringing back dinosaurs is probably a great idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. Make them a park. And we can name it after like a dinosaur period, like I don't know, like Triassic Park, Paleolithic Park. I don't know. We'll think of something. Those are spider monkeys. Yeah, spider monkeys are cool. You know they killed 2 of them in the making of this movie because they had to do the scene where they eat one twice. Yeah. Well, like I said, they were both eaten, so I don't have a problem with it. It's a movie. Like, I mean, they're... Yeah? I mean, I'd try a monkey at least once. You want to eat the things you like? Make them a part of you. Very good. Eating monkeys, yeah. My uncle took a DNA test. He's 4% Neanderthal. I'm 2% caveman pride. Okay. That explains a lot, Chisu. Your dad says cavemen didn't exist? He believes in basically the same thing as cavemen, but doesn't call them cavemen. That's stupid. Dude, leeches would suck. Literally. I mean, it is an interesting ambience. Like, obviously, it'd be hard as hell to sleep, right? With all the animal noises going on. Yeah. Yeah, you're just sitting there, it's all peaceful and quiet, and then all of a sudden you hear... There's the turtle shell. We'll see more of that turtle later. How do you think turtle tastes? Yeah, is that a cheetah or a jaguar? Or a leopard, I guess. I think turtles may taste disgusting. You think so, Ree? I've heard some people tell me it's good. I mean, granted, I've had python jerky, and that was nasty. Yeah. I have a friend whose, like, goal was to eat every animal at least once. Yeah. Dude, it's a skeleton! I didn't know this forest had skeletons. Was he Chinese or something? No, he was Peruvian. Maybe. I mean, I feel like a lot of animal rights activists, they don't care about bugs. Which, I mean, that is drawing an arbitrary distinction. But to be fair, I draw arbitrary distinctions. Like, I will never eat dog. That's like the one animal I'll never eat. Well, I know. But you know me, I actually do think that there is a difference in a distinction. And again, I admit it's arbitrary and hypocritical too, but at least I admit where I draw my line, you know what I mean? Oh, you said bugs. Sprinkle bugs on our meat. Okay. I mean, just living off bugs can give you certain diseases. Yeah, that little muskrat scream. Giving him cocaine. You take the cocaine. The Bible says don't eat bugs except Katie did, cricket, and locust. Yeah. Oh, this scene's brutal. We gotta say this tribe is based because this is what they do to adulteresses. See, that's the thing I like, that they transition from real Al Gore to this, and that makes this more convincing because it's tricking your brain into thinking it's all real, you know. Yeah, they're just sitting there twirling their mustaches, saying, "Oh, look at these interesting creatures." Oh yes, this is truly fascinating. Again, they're just sitting there watching it happen. You like the idea of the white man twiddling his mustache, like menacingly, while observing all the horrible things? Okay. Yes, yes, interesting, exquisite. Mm. That's a pretty brutal way to kill someone, though, by killing them through, like, severe genital mutilation. Like, I mean, he still, like, killed her with the rock in the head and stuff, but obviously, like, the whole thing's brutal. Yeah, we can't make fun of their culture. All cultures are beautiful. He called him a piece of shit. I understood that. Dude, he's gonna start fucking him gay. Really needed to see this guy's cock and balls. It was absolutely necessary. I think they're just testing him to see if he'll flinch. Oh, okay. It's demonstrating their good intentions. Yes, actually, yeah. The director said that all of the tribe was like super happy to be involved with it, and they thought it was really cool. They were really excited. Yeah, dude, Wakaliwood. Yeah, Wakaliwood's great. Like the Ugandan fucking. It's so wholesome. The Ugandan movies are. My hands are starting to dry up again. It was a parrot. A little baby pigeon. Lube up? Uh-huh, yeah, sure. Now, I'm moisturizing my hands, Chisu. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, yeah. Bunch of jungle people. You're gonna Caligula a guy in the ass? Or like an ass? Yeah. We are Indian. Do you not believe we are Indian? Look at all these teepees. He's right. They got teepees. Dude, they fucking like burned his family alive in there. Uh, uh, yeah. Oh, look, all the tribe were like super enthusiastic to do it. No, I do think that the natives in this movie give a really good performance. Dude, he's shown them some sick switchblade tricks to gain their trust. Well, I mean, they're much more in touch with nature. Oh yeah, I think it'd be much easier to get along with like savage tribes people than it would be with like a lot of modern Americans. You cut out a little bit there, but you said they behave more human, right? Was the last thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I think they're probably less developed, but they follow our nature a lot more, you know? Right, yeah. You keep cutting in and out, but I know what you're saying. Like they're less developed, but they follow human nature a lot more. Oh no, Corbin disconnected. And there he is. There he is. Yeah, I can hear you. It's a little choppy, but I can hear you. A little bit, yeah. Like it's been like that the whole time, to be fair. But yeah, it's a little better. It's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. SpongeGar fui fui. Yeah, no, this movie absolutely does put you on the cannibal side. No, I feel like that's just like reaching because I feel like they'd have known that it was just part of the act. Because, like I said, from everyone involved in this movie, they said that the tribe was just really enthusiastic about everything. Interesting things are happening here. I think it's two tribes like trying to assert dominance over each other is what was going on there. Fucking dropping them. Fucking shoot and scoot. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-boo. Beat-up-beat-bop-bop-boo. I don't know. Oh yeah, like everything in their life has purpose. It's all ritual and everything matters to them. It's a very simple way of life and it's respectable, you know? Right? These guys do give good performances. Oh yeah. A lot of energy these fucking tribe have. I think they saved that tribe specifically because they're just trying to find out what happened to the film crew. And since those guys had like equipment from the film crew, they figured they'd be able to get answers out of them. A lot of nudity in this movie. Oh yeah. Dude, they want to be his harem. Jesus. I forgot about that. Yeah, I did not remember a lot of this scene. Dude, it's a gore bag. Like super mutants. See, this is one of the movies where the scientist is actually the good guy. Because usually in movies, the scientist is the bad guy. I guess he's a professor, but still, he's kind of a scientist. He's something of a scientist himself. Corbin left again. God, my hands are so dry. Oh, there's a corpse. That's a warrior's corpse, I think. There he is! Oh yeah, what a bunch of wacky goofballs. Oh yeah. I mean, hey, they probably throw killer parties. Gonna have him consume human flesh. And a bunch of... I don't know. Maybe. Would you have? That's a very convincing no, Corbin. Good job. I love how they thought that the movie would capture their souls. That's true. There is a lot of stuff we believe about cultures that isn't true. Oh, yeah. Yeah, history being fake, just like in this movie, is a very common occurrence. Like, history's written by the winners, right? As they say. I'm something of a scientist myself. Like, and as I said earlier before you disconnected, this is like one of the few movies where the scientist is the good guy. He's got a corncob pipe. If you really are somewhat of a scientist, prove it. I'm not saying that about myself. I'm saying that about the scientist in the movie. Now, you know, Mondo films were a pretty common thing in back in the 70s as well. Like, you know, fake documentaries that were like this. And so that's why this movie was made as sort of a commentary on those, like, very sensationalized and fake documentaries. I kind of want to get some old Mondo films, though, you know? Oh, yeah, like, a lot of our interpretations of history are completely false. I mean, think of how Martin Luther King is looked at. Oh, yeah, like, plenty of stuff from Middle Ages is spotty at best. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, to be fair, that is the ultimate way to be intelligent is to realize that you don't know, you know? Exactly. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. What do you mean by Mondo? Are you talking about Mondo Media? No, I'm talking about, like, sensationalized fake documentaries made in the 70s. No, but since Alan did that, they clearly actually killed those people to make that war documentary, too. Right. Nobody would go this far to recover it. Right. Yeah, I would have just assumed they're dead. There's no way that they would you wouldn't think they would try to go recover. Well, maybe they'd go recover them. I don't know. Like nowadays, do you think they would? One of the Rockefellers disappeared like this. Okay. And then did they just leave after they overheard the people talking about how they cooked and ate them? I mean, that's probably the smart move if you know that you're going to be. Well, then again, if you had guns, you could just wipe out the cannibals in that case. But huh? To be they thought of white people as spirits. Okay. To be fair, fuck it. The Rockefellers are a bunch of pieces of shit. You know what I mean? That chick has like no tits. Oh yeah. Well, we'll get there. Dude, the blonde guy looks like a fucking 70s porn actor. I mean, to be fair, it is a 70s movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of them were 70s porn actors, you know? You know, it's ironic. I actually feel like the tribe give a better performance than a lot of the actual, like, white people in this movie. Yeah, that makes sense. They just feel more human, because chances are they probably aren't super familiar with movies either, right? Right, yeah, they are just being themselves, whereas all the actors are acting as characters. Dude, that kid's got like a little unibrow. Not that one, but the one that's behind the scientist has like a unibrow. Did you? Oh, you think guys who have unibrows shouldn't shave them? Okay. Yeah, literally all of the the families and friends of all the film crew don't give a shit about the fact that they're missing. Well, yeah, considering all the film crew are pieces of shit too. Based. Dude, that guy hated his son. My son was a son of a bitch. He was no good. One thing I like about this movie too is how grainy it is. I think it adds to it. Now we're getting to where it actually becomes a found footage film for the rest of the movie. Oh yeah, this is a way better found footage movie than Blair Witch. We should watch Blair Witch one of these days, though, because I like watching it with the fan theory in mind that they just took the girl out to murder her, that the two guys did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool in Blair Witch how it's all about what you don't see. Yeah, psychological horror is just a good genre overall. Since these guys like film themselves doing all the horrible shit with their documentaries, you think they just had a bunch of film reels at home of just the fucked up shit they did? Oh, here comes the turtle. Yeah, this turtle was definitely not turtly enough for the Turtle Club. Why pack a lunch when they're filled in a forest filled with food? That's true. This film crew does put in more effort than you would expect them to with getting food. See, this is one of the things I was arguing with Steven about earlier. Because he said, yeah, he said the turtle wasn't clean, but I'm like, that was a quick and clean kill. It's dead now. Now they're going to gut it. That's totally normal. Yeah, exactly. We watch recordings of animals eating other animals. We eat meat. And in all honesty, the meat we eat is way more immoral than this because our meat industry is horrific. Right, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's called the, I forget the exact term, but it's twitching, right? Like it's not actually alive or anything. It's just yeah, it's a muscle spasm. It's when you die, your muscles will spasm for a bit. Yeah. Yeah, if Mario was realistic, there you go. You think Mario would hack up a Koopa like this? Yeah, Mario would feel no guilt. That's true. It is interesting though, because you get to see what the inside of a turtle looks like. I don't know, because she's a pussy. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I'd be able to gut something I had to. I mean, I guess I would if I absolutely had to, you know? Have you? I've never had to skin what I've eaten. You've gutted some fish? Okay. Now, the one fish I caught the one time I went fishing, my grandma gutted for me. To be fair, I was a kid at the time. We had to dissect fetal pigs in my biology class in high school. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cooking with a stick on a fire is pretty cool and rustic. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think that Steven just like misremembered and thought the turtle was alive that whole time? Because they killed it like immediately. Yeah, it's a tarantula. Dude, to be fair, a tarantula bite would hurt like a motherfucker. Because she's a woman and it's a big spider, and so naturally she's gonna freak out. The spider was too based for her. Yeah, of course spiders are based. That's true. Yeah, a lot of horror movies in the 70s and 80s had actors and directors from porn carry over. Now, see, a snake bite—that's something to actually get upset about. Because a tarantula bite's not going to kill you. It'll hurt like a bitch. Yeah. They're cutting off his leg because of the poison to prevent it from spreading and killing him. Doesn't matter because he dies from it anyway, but... If you don't have an anti-venom, yeah. Yeah, they should have cut it with the burning machete first, instead of cauterizing it after. He dead. I don't know, they don't care. They gotta pretend to care for the camera, though. Yeah. They're apathetic about human life. Like, even each other, like, when they start getting picked off towards the end, they don't even really care about each other. Yeah, the crazy cannibals do value human life more than they do. Right, exactly. That's why I really love the final line in this movie. Fucking just film her taking a piss. Yeah. They show us. They record everything. Yeah, like, just record all the incriminating evidence, right? Well, yeah, because, I mean, there are serial killers who have filmed themselves in the act. Like, there's those two guys, Leonard Lake and David Nguyen or whatever, that kidnapped a bunch of women, made them into sex slaves, and killed them, and, like, filmed a bunch of footage of the women. Oh, yeah, jungle's scary. That's true. That's... Right. Because we evolved to fear things that naturally were dangerous to us early on. Right. Well, that's, like, all of our fears are based on something. Here's the spider monkey scene. Like I said, they had to do that. They had to do 2 takes for that, so they killed 2 monkeys. But again, they were both eaten, and they were killed pretty quick. So, oh yeah, monkey man, this is some real monkey business going on right here. Yeah, monkeys are cool. Dude, we got some jungle japes going on right here. Yeah, spider monkeys got to be based because they're part spider. Yeah, I know. How do you think the spider and the monkey did have sex? And more to the point, which one do you think was the female? And if the spider was the female, did it kill her mate afterwards somehow? Yeah, Spider-Man having a transformation would be cool. Yeah. I mean, he does have a spider monster transformation in one of the cartoons. Yeah. Oh, is it just a dream? Oh, okay. Here's where they trap people in their huts and set them on fire. Because they're heartless assholes. They are asshole. Yeah, it's just a movie. See, and it's even in the found footage segments, it's not entirely found footage because you get angles like this. Here's where they kill the pig. If what? No, yeah, somebody just found footage that just had this on it. I do that from like thrift stores sometimes, is buy just random tapes and see what's on them. It's usually just like commercials and shit recorded off TV or like cartoons or game shows. See, that chick was smiling. When people say they were scared in this scene, there's no way, you know? But yeah, these guys are pieces of shit. Oh yeah. Fucking asshole. Just fucking trap him inside a burning hut. Good shit. And I love the contrast of this like upbeat music with them horrifically burning inside. Dude, I kind of want to get this soundtrack on vinyl. Like they let people burn to death in there. That's awful. Like they murdered those people. Like the ones that actually got trapped inside. And then he gets turned on by murder. Like he's like, we just killed some people. Let's fuck. And they're fucking on top of the hut they burned down too. Yeah, just like in Watchmen. Except in Watchmen it was they saved people. Dude, they like it rough. They like it fetch with rough men. I like how they're doing it in front of the tribe that they burn. Like, they're like, "Hey, we burned down your house, killed a couple of you in the process. Now watch us fuck on the spot where we did it." Evil. Yeah, yeah. They're probably premeditating exactly when they're gonna kill and eat them. Which, I mean, hey, it's deserved. Like I said, you root for the cannibals in this movie. Yeah, they cartoonishly have no shame. They're ridiculously cartoonishly evil. How could you call that authenticity when they were staging it? Again, a lot of good dialogue in this movie. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They put like when they see Western people come over, they don't probably think of us as human at all. Like some sort of god, demon, or spirit. I don't know if I knew that. Oh, here's the baby being born. That makes sense. Yeah, it's true. We do get a ton of influence from Greece. Like, way more than we realize. Yeah, there's where they bury the baby. Now they're beating her to death. I don't know. Do you think that the film crew convinced them to do that, or like made them do that, or do you think that like that lady like had the baby like it was adultery or something? Yeah. You know, you remember our version of that where they throw the baby in the blender? Dude, how I got my shrunken head. Yeah, he just holds it. I love how she's just like, oh, well, he overdid it as usual. It's totally normal. Yeah, again, yeah, the professor easily the most sensible character in the movie. Yep. They're gathering around to watch the movie, but they don't even have any popcorn. That's true. The popcorn would be on the floor soon enough. Yeah, me at the zoo. What are those, like papayas or coconuts, or what were they eating? Yeah. Yeah. I love how they say these people are known for their like they say that people are known for their cruelty. Then they show this. Why would they film this though? You know what I mean? Like again, I guess to get off to it later, right? Yeah. There you go. Jungle Jollies. Yeah, really. It's a stupid question, but not for the reason that yes, you should. You should probably not film yourself committing a horrific crime. Shut up! Just fucking shoves her back. It's pretty gross that they took turns. Now, here's a question. Who do you think, like this scene coming up, who do you think killed her? Do you think the tribe killed her for adultery, or do you think they killed her and staged it? Because this is obviously this is the famous impaled shot. So you think that the tribe actually are the ones who killed her? Yeah, that's the girl they just raped. Like, you think the tribe killed her then? Okay. Well, like, look at how he's smiling at it. He's happy that she's dead. Yeah, he broke her hymen, so the tribe killed her. Maybe. I don't know. I always thought that the film crew killed her somehow, like that they did it, and then staged it. But I don't know. But you know the way that they got that impale shot is they had the girl sitting on a fake stick with a bike seat, and then she had that in her mouth. You know, that's like the one. That shot is the one that got the director investigated for snuff. Right. They thought that was real somehow. Right. I'm surprised this movie didn't win any awards, did it? This movie absolutely deserved awards, though. Because one of them got taken. One of them got killed. Oh, no! No! Alan just killed Jack! That's what it was. That's what she was freaking out. Because he killed him so that the cannibals would swarm him. I never realized Alan just murdered Jack. Yeah. Ah, this is like the ending to Hostel 2. Yeah, dude, they fucking them up, ripping them apart. I also just remembered one of our... What's that? Yeah, this movie does feel a lot shorter than it actually is. This also reminded me of like our version of this scene in Cannibal Island when how the chicks get taken first, and then fucking Keithan is like they just took the women. If they take us, that's like they're taking an actual person. No, but at this point, you cheer on the cannibals ripping them apart like this. What's up, Zeta Magnus? This is my favorite song in the movie, by the way. I listen to this song the most out of any of the songs on the soundtrack. I saw in Dr. Wolfiola's review of the movie, he mentioned the music drives home the authenticity of the Green Inferno segments. Yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the reason Alan killed Jack was so that they would go after him and they could try to escape. Oh yeah, Logan Paul trying to play morally superior is always stupid. He has no ground to stand on. Right. Yeah. Yeah, he really does. Like, you'd think he would learn from how people treat him. Like, again, like when this scene happens, you're feeling a sense of gratification that these pieces of shit are finally getting their comeuppance. Exactly. They're giving him a taste of their own medicine. Karma, yeah, exactly. Bros being bros. Right. Oh, I love this, how it transitions back to the main theme here. Yeah. You know, it's funny though. I do feel like Faye gets like the worst, like in like the most savage death, even though she did the least evil shit out of them. Like she still did evil shit, but like she participated in the least amount of the evil shit they did. Yeah. Hell yeah. You find out one of the guys has his pants down and has been beating his meat the whole time. I thought it was exquisite. Yeah, I like me some bloody erotica. I think the scientist had to sit through that twice. Because he watched that before he showed it to them. I love this line. I love that final line of the movie. I wonder who the real cannibals are. I think it was the cannibals. Yeah, but he was being poetic. Was given a 2-month suspended jail sentence and fined $10,000 for illegal appropriation of film material. We know that he received $250,000 for that same footage. Yeah, I love this movie. I think this is my 4th time seeing it. God damn, I'm getting so many text messages. May rest in peace to Ruggero Deodato, because this is easily one of my favorite movies of all time. And but again, I do think 83 is a good age to go, so at least he got to live a full life. I guess I'll read some chats since I've been ignoring the chat largely. Out of all places, it was... What's that? Yeah, it's a good song. Out of all places, it was my channel that brought Valerie Flowers and Fugitive Redeye together, and both have since become bitter enemies with each other. If you say so, Andy. I wouldn't call him my bitter enemy. I'd say he's a lolcow. He might view me as a bitter enemy, but... Alright, let's see. What else? The milk's the milk, the table's the table. On the Curse of Mr. Bean credits, Gene Kelly, totally not Gene Kelly, the 50s actor. You know, they're different people. It's like the 2nd or 3rd episode of Mr. Bean. Like the sitcom Mr. Bean, every episode title was like Mr. Bean. Had Mr. Bean in the title. Like the 2nd or 3rd episode was called The Curse of Mr. Bean. Yeah, well, I mean, we watched the movie, which was the main thing I wanted to do, you know? At Yu-Gi-Oh! I used Archfiends. Round 2, I lost... Or round 1, I lost 2-0 to Dark World. Round 2, yes, it says he... So, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes right hand in hand with Cannibal Holocaust. Round 2, I lost 2-0 versus Tri-Brigade. Round 3, I lost 2-0 to Tear Laments, Ishizu, and round 4, my opponent dropped out, so I won by default. For fuck's sake, I keep getting so many text messages, which are going to be really obnoxious on the stream, by the way, because, like, since I'm streaming from my phone, YouTube, all of the stream is going to have these really loud boo-boo, like, sound effects whenever I got a text message. I think Cannibal Holocaust has a better message, but I think I like Clockwork Orange more as a movie. Right, yeah, obviously. I love the message to Clockwork Orange. They have similar messages, to be honest, but... Cannibal Holocaust has a good message behind the bloodshed. Well, yeah, absolutely it does. The Lady Labyrinth of the Silver Castle, secret rare in a pack... Oh, wait, what? I did get a Lady... Okay, so it's a card. Of secret rare in a pack and added it to my deck before the start. Also, several cards up in the showcase sold, and I had over $100 of store credit, which I bought Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube and Dead or Alive on 3DS, but Dead or Alive doesn't read on my 2DS, so I think I gotta clean it more. Yeah? Ah, my face is itchy. So his Cell is part Saiyan and part Frieza. What if he could go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, but as in Dragon Ball AF, it's revealed Frieza is part Supreme Kai? Then would he go Super Saiyan Rose? I don't know. I think you put way more thought into this than any other person would, Jisoo. As he'd have a bit of God Ki. Well, isn't Super Saiyan God tied to God Ki anyway? Maybe even having gold and black Frieza forms, combining it with them. Yeah, okay. There's people who say Aristotle and Plato weren't real. You know what I just realized? The movie's over. I can make it so that the chat can hear you too. Let me do that. But they say that most of ancient Greece is fabricated.
Years later or something.
That's stupid. Why would somebody think that Aristotle and Plato were made up?
I don't know. Like, because they say that ancient Greece as a they say that like Greek as a language hasn't evolved over as much as it should have over like how long ago it was. They said that ancient Greece, like Greek, has evolved less than any other language.
I see. That's stupid. Ancient Greece is so influential. There's no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like but they say that the reason that it's not is because there were similarities later on to, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like I've been watching a lot of this weird videos lately.
I care for spiders. They are cool. Once you and your brother, again, I refuse to say Oresama every time Jisoo says it because it's cringe, defended a spider from a playground kid. Okay. I used to mix up Joe Dante and Joe D'Amato, so I thought the guy who did Small Soldiers did worse things. I don't know what you're referring to. Don't know who either of those, like I don't know who each one is, so there you go. So after Will Smith assaulted Jordan Peele or whatever, Jordan Peele, could you imagine? For joking about his wife's hair. I like how he says that. Actually, I've read this chat before, Chisu, I just realized, but you know what, since I started it and laughed, I'll keep going, but he laughed, saw his woman looking at him, then attacked. Yeah, so yeah, Will Smith, total beta bitch cuck energy. He laughed at the joke, then looked at his wife was disapproving, and then went on the offensive. Mm-hmm. Or this generation is just ignorant. I mean, the generation is ignorant. That is true.
The real crime was that the joke wasn't even funny.
Yeah, there you go. Barbie the movie, the trailer rips off 2001: A Space Odyssey. Well, 2001 was a pretty bad, boring movie. I don't know about that, Chisu. Where nothing happens for 3 hours and people say Barbie the movie will be bad. No. So 2001, I will admit, the first time I watched it, the beginning, well, I've only seen it once. The beginning at first did kind of put me off a little bit because it is kind of slow. But the thing is the movie
was awesome. The whole movie is slow though, but it's slow.
Well, the thing is, I think I'd be fine with it now because I was really fucking tired. I think that's the problem. Is when I saw it, I was really sleep deprived. Mm-hmm. So I think that affected it. I think being awake, I'd be able to enjoy it a lot more because I do love a lot of stuff in the movie. You know, like HAL 9000 and stuff.
What I love about the beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey, though, is, well, I would obviously because they're monkey men, mm-hmm. but the weird like black pillar that keeps showing up.
Yeah, the monolith.
Like, well, I think it's cool because it reminds me of like the Tree of Knowledge in Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because whenever it shows up, they freak out about it or something, and then like they gain like the knowledge to murder.
Right.
Like, they gain the knowledge to kill each other from witnessing this thing.
Conversations with a friend. Oh, this is different. Not Bimbo this time. A friend. Me question, you ever go to Chuck E. Cheese him as a kid? I never went. It's illegal in Canada. Wait, it's illegal? Chuck E. Cheese is illegal in Canada? Cheese, what? Why?
Is it gambling?
Him, why? Me, the owner, was banned for saying things the government didn't like. Oh! So his local Chuck E. Cheese had a based owner, I guess. Like, he's not allowed to own a business up here, like Dog the Bounty Hunter being barred from England. Or maybe he was, I don't know. But like Dog the Bounty Hunter being barred from England for being a felon from crime he did as a teen. They can't even air ads for it up here. Well, Dog the Bounty Hunter being like charged with murder, I think is kind of bullshit because he was just a getaway driver. Like, he didn't actually kill anyone. But the thing is they have like if you like were an accomplice, you were still charged with murder, which I think is kind of lame. I think you should just been charged as an accomplice, if anything. Well, I mean, yeah.
How did Bounty Hunter get into crime?
Well, that was before he was a bounty hunter. Because if you don't know, he was a career criminal first, went to jail, found God, and then converted, and then became a bounty hunter.
Huh.
Yeah.
Didn't he also get into another controversy for saying something that was...
It's because... Yeah, there was like a phone call he said he had where he was talking about his son's girlfriend and how she shouldn't be around because they say nigger here and stuff like that. Because he didn't want to upset her. He was saying he didn't want to upset her because they use racial slurs.
Well, if anything, this sounds like that's not that bad.
Yeah. They can't even air ads for it up here. Really? Oh, so the owner of Chuck E. Cheese, rather, like the actual like founder, I assume, is actually who he's talking about.
I hate how going to Chuck E. Cheese, everyone's a winner now.
Yeah, it's lame. Once a network aired one and had to pay $40,000 fine for hate speech. What the fuck? For a Chuck E. Cheese ad? But yeah, I never went to Chuck E. Cheese in my life, but the video thing they made is legal due to a loophole. Like how in England they can't show nunchucks in movies or TV, but can in video games for TMNT. It's because in video that's not being broadcast on the airwaves, but the Canadian had to edit out the ads for it at the start of the VHS. It's a legal thing. The commercials are banned, but the video counts as a motion picture. Hard to believe, huh? I remember when freedom of speech was a thing. Me, well, funny thing about this story, I made it up. It's non-canon. So none of this is true. None of the things he said are true. So this is a whole big waste of my time. Thank you so much for that, Jisoo. Fuck you. But it sounds like something that could be real. Says a lot about Canada. I mean, yeah, but you wasted my time with something that wasn't even true. You son of a bitch.
It's like...
Good.
It's like those stupid Facebook things where somebody's like, then this happened to me, and then this happened to me. Oh, I tricked you.
All right. Well, do you think that's a good spot to end the stream? Because I'm all caught up on chat.
Yes.
All right. Well, that was Cannibal Holocaust. Rest in peace to Ruggero Deodato. And see you guys later. Have a good one. Toodles.